Basic Math, Chapter 17, Section 5, Multiplying Integers. When you multiply integers, you need to decide if the product is positive or negative. A multiplication is the process of adding the same number one or more times. Adding -2 plus -2 plus -2 is the same thing as saying 3 times -2. You can use the number line to find the product. So 3 times -2 means you're adding -2 3 times. -2, -2, -2. -6 is the product. A positive number can be written without the plus sign, remember. Notice that a positive integer times a negative integer is a negative number. Remember this rule. If the signs are different, the product is negative. So we will highlight that for sure. This is a rule. If the signs are different, the product is negative. For example 1, we have a -7 and a +8. Those signs are the negative and positive signs. Different means that there are one negative and one positive. They're not the same. Then we know that the answer or the product will be negative. So that's what we're saying with step 1. Look at the signs. Are the signs the same or different? Negative, positive are different. Step 2, multiply the numbers without the signs. Just multiply them. 7 times 8 is 56. Decide on the sign of the product. If the signs are different, the product is negative, and then you just put the negative sign. The product of two positive integers is positive. So that's another rule, which is what the type of multiplication was you've always done. It's just 2 times 3 is 6. But you don't have to write the plus signs for positive numbers. This is just for illustrative purposes. Is the product of two negative numbers positive? To find out, look at the pattern below. Begin with what you know. 3 times -2 equals -6. Each product is 2 more. 3 times -2 is -6. 2 times -2 equals -4. 1 times -2 is -2. 0 times -2 is 0. -1 times -2 is 2. -2 times -2 is 4. -3 times -2 is 6. Because each product is 2 more. Notice that -3 times -2 is +6. A negative integer times a negative integer is positive. There's another rule. If the signs are the same, the product is positive. If both of the factors are positive, the answer will be positive. If both of the factors are negative, the product will be positive. And that's the key to multiplying integers. So for example 2, it has two negative integers, -7 times -8. So step 1, look at the signs. Are the signs different or the same? Negative and negative are the same. Step 2, multiply the numbers without the signs, which means just do the multiplication. 7 times 8 is 56. Decide on the sign of the product. The signs are the same. The product is positive. They put the positive sign just to be clear and illustrate it, but you just can write it as 56. You don't have to put the actual plus sign. Lots of practice. All right, practice A. Multiply if the signs are different. Remember, the product will be negative. 4 times 3, negative 4 times 3 is going to give us a 12. The signs are different, so it's negative. Negative 5 times negative 5 times 8 is two different signs, and 5 times 8 is 40. And because they're different signs, the answer is negative. 7 times negative 9 equals two different signs, so our answer will be negative. Then we just multiply. 7 times 9 is 63, and since the signs are different, the answer is negative. So that is how we do all of those. You just multiply the two factors, and because all of the signs are different, the product will be negative every time. That's a rule. Practice B has us multiplying, and if the signs are the same, the product will be positive. So that's the other rule we learned in this chapter. If the signs are the same, the product is positive. And so what we see with all of the problems from 13 through 24, we can see that all of the signs are the same. Positive and positive, negative and negative, positive and positive, 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 negative, negative, and so on. Each math problem has two factors that have the same sign. Therefore, when we do the math, they're all going to be positive. Negative 5 times negative 4 is just 20. 6 times 9 is 54. Negative 8 times negative 7 is 56, right? And then 8 times 2 is 16. 6 times 7 is 42. Negative 3 times negative 9 is 27. Negative 7 times negative 4 is 28. And we can keep doing that. All of the answers from 13 through 24 will be positive because their signs are the same. Now, C, practice C, that is, multiply. Decide if the product is positive or negative. So let's see. If the signs are the same, the answer will be positive. So we've got green to show us that both signs are the same. The answer will be positive. If the signs are different, positive and negative, the answer will be negative. If the signs are the same, the answer will be positive. If the factors' signs are different, the answer will be negative. If the signs of the two factors are different, one is positive, one is negative, then the product will be negative. So we could go through all of them like that, but hopefully you can see with the color coding that if the signs of the factors are the same, the answer will be positive. And if the signs are different, one is negative, one is positive, then the answer will be negative. From here, we just do the actual multiplication. Like for number 25, 7 times 3 is 21. For 26, 8 times 9, 72. And it's negative. And we could just go through them all like that, do the math, and then we can see which ones are positives and which ones are negatives based on the signs of the factors. All right, thank you. And of course, let me know if you have any questions. And you do your workbook for Chapter 17, Section 5.